Hi guys, I'm just chilling out in my bedroom. That's like a bedroom, a recording studio, and a little office space. So also remember I'm in Chicago, so you might hear some urban background, and my children are up, so you might hear some children in the background playing. I'm going to continue on our video marketing 101 by sharing a story that happened yesterday regarding yesterday's video. I was watching it on YouTube to make sure that it rendered at least somewhat properly, and my husband walks in and he says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm watching the YouTube video, to make sure it's okay." And he looks at me and says, "Why is it in black and white?" And I look at him and he should know. And I say, "Well, because the lighting is off and I can't get the lighting right in the apartment for me to light it the way I want to light it. So I'm doing it in black and white so that way I can at least control some of the lighting aspects." And he looks at me like I'm a weirdo, kind of like you're looking at me right now with this look on his face. And I look at him like, "You should know this, you're an artist. You see his painting back there?" He's almost done with it, but he's working on that right now. So I'm like, "You should know it. You're an artist." And visually, it just wasn't what I wanted. And he just looked at me and said I was a weirdo. And then he's watching it and he says, "You should really have like some cartoons, back here, and some cartoons over here." And he's giving me multimedia suggestions for the video. And I said, "Oh, he goes, "I know you can do it because you've seen my media stuff before." He said, "I know you can pull it off." And I looked at him, I said, "Well, yeah, I can." I go, "But that's going to take like 3 hours to incorporate everything that's in my head into a video that's only going to play for 3 to 4 minutes, which is fine if I have that kind of time, but I don't, so I can't do that." I go, "That's the first thing. The second thing is that I'm making this video marketing 101 series, and if I'm coming out with the very first videos all beautiful and shiny and music and an intro and all this crazy wonderful multimedia stuff, kind of the way your video looks in your own head, how you would like it to look, like a mini television show or a webisode or something like that, well then you're not going to want to do it." And that brings me to today's point for video marketing, is that keep it simple. In the beginning, it might look crude. It might be in black and white. It might not have an intro. Sometimes the lighting is going to be off. Sometimes the voice, you can't even hear it. But you know what? You just have to do the best that you can on a daily basis. Be a person of excellence, of integrity. Just do the very best that you can produce at that moment. And then people can see the progression. And that's what's going to give people hope. When they see where you started off and they have proof of where you started, and then they get to see the progression of how you added things to your video, how you got better, how you started to articulate better, how you got more comfortable in front of the camera, how much you were able to produce in videos. Sometimes they're long, sometimes they're short, but they're always filled with value and content, and they always connect with the viewer. And so that's what the tip is for today for video marketing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to have perfect lighting, and you don't have to have a perfect script. Just get out there and do it. So until tomorrow, stay tuned. I'm going to give you some soul food. Have a good night.